As the scenic West Elk Loop pours you into Route 550, you're overcome with a wave of excitement.
Woohoo! I'm sorry.
Thanks, Nina. Soon, the evergreens get slashed by golden aspens, and you're birthed into a glacial box canyon. This is the one and only Telluride, Colorado. Telluride is a surprising city of firsts. It has the first bank robbed by Butch Cassidy, the first American Via Ferrata, and was the first city with electric streetlights due to Tesla's first hydroelectric plant that's still around today. No wonder their logo looks familiar. While a massive tourist destination, Telluride has consciously maintained its authentic mining town grit against all odds. Here you will not find any chains. There are no McDonald's, no Walmarts, no Starbucks if you can believe it. The watering holes and restaurants are run by locals, and the people that work here live here.
20 years tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations.
Yep, 20 years tomorrow.
That's awesome.
I started when I was 7. It worked out really well.
What allows Telluride to do this is Mountain Village, the other side of town 11 minutes up the free gondola. This family-friendly retreat is a city upon itself, full of all the resorts, restaurants, and Starbucks you could want, letting the city below be itself without any influence. That said, Mountain Village has its own polish and charm, so I was happy to meet up with Todd Campbell of the Madeline Hotel to show us around some of the finer features. But first, a drink.
Hello.
This is magic.
Welcome to take one if you'd like. This is our Palisade Highball. It's house-made Colorado peach and wild sage shrub, and then a little bit of a Rocky Mountain Soda Company peach cream soda with a little bit of toasted sage on top.
So, yeah, nothing fancy. This is awesome. Yeah. The Madeline Hotel does everything as well thought out as their house cocktails. From their anything but standard rooms up to their full multi-bedroom apartments that are complete with chef-level kitchens, washers and dryers, even Warhols hanging above the toilets. This place is a stunner, right down to the picture-perfect views from the windows, which only entice you to discover the town. So, I met up with Tom Watkinson, better known to the locals as Telluride Tom, the unofficial mayor of the mountain. But first, another drink.
So we've got a distillery here in Telluride. They do a whiskey, a vodka, an agave, a gin, and what they call a chairlift warmer. This is Orion.
You got a schnapps machine. Brilliant. I'm sensing a trend here. Libated with a roadie, Tom takes us to meet up with Pete Wagner.
Hello, everybody.
Hey! Wagner Custom Skis.
Pete Wagner and his laid-back, eternally youthful aura is a legend, not only here in Telluride, but atop mountain peaks across the globe, because he's basically the Antonio Stradivarius of skis.
My background is mechanical engineering and computer science. Basically, in the golf industry, I developed custom fitting systems for how to fit golfers in the perfect equipment, and I took that model and applied it to skis.
So you wrote the software?
Yeah.
Wow, you're like a super nerd.
Yeah. We are the biggest nerds of the ski industry.
I love this so
We're into
much.
code and like scientific
Yeah,
analysis.
And boy, does Pete nerd out on his skis. With a quick interview, he can craft the perfect pair for what you want to accomplish on the slope.
So basically, every ski that we create is optimized for the individual. From a technology standpoint, we're probably the most sophisticated ski company in the world, and we're really the best in the business at design. At this point, we've designed over 15,000 successful ski designs.
And when you take into account that major ski manufacturers only put out 20 designs a year, and Pete does that in 2 days, you realize the kind of mad ski genius he really is. While he's made skis for royalty and celebrities alike, anyone can afford a pair of Wagners to call your own. You can also design them any way you like, which led me to ask what's the weirdest design he's ever received. That's the answer I was looking for.
Exactly. It's
That's so weird.
right? How weird that is and like how awesome that is.
I mean, these are amazing, and they're guaranteed to make you a better skier, so it's a win-win. While Mountain Village is cute, the main event was waiting below, so we jumped on a free gondola to downtown, which is an experience all upon itself. It would seem that commuting here in Telluride is one of the most exquisite things you can do. First, you climb up to San Sofia Station at over 10,000 feet, which affords you views of this dramatic landscape that you can't get anywhere else. Here you see the immense beauty that Telluride surrounds itself with, cradled deep within a golden Rocky Mountain valley. The gondola is truly one of the coolest things to do here, and the only downside to this ride is that it's over in an awe-inspiring 11 minutes. We were swiftly moving to our next adventure, but first, a smoke. I ducked into Telluride's premier weed shop, the Green Room, to see what locally grown goodness was going on and to get the scoop on how the town was doing during COVID.
Has it been busier because of COVID or less?
No, it's been way busier.
For sure. They have more smoking time on their hands.
Totally did.
Fully stocked, we made our way towards the base of the Bridal Veil Falls to climb the very first Via Ferrata in the United States. What's a Via Ferrata, you ask?
During World War I, when Italy and Austria were fighting in the Alps, they figured out a way to move troops through the mountains fastest was actually to put rungs into the mountainside, like ladders, build ladders on the rock walls. And so one of those guys, named Chuck Kroger, he went to the Alps and he learned about all these Via Ferrata that are there. Now people do them recreationally.
Yeah, this masochist, Chuck Kroger.
He built this without telling anyone. Forest Service discovered it and they were like, let's tear this down. We can't have this. This makes us liable. And the guiding companies, Mountain Trips, all the guiding companies in the area came together and they're like, we will make this safe. So they rebolted everything, tested everything, and they created a safety standard for Via Ferratas in America, and that standard is called the Telluride standard.
And is the Telluride standard the highest standard? Let's go.
Enough questions.
We're gonna go.
Okay, great.
Confidence at an all-time high, we started our ascent up to the trailhead. If you're looking for the trail, there is none. It's a 1-inch cable clothesline across the rock face. I can't believe I did this thing. The walk up is pleasant enough, and definitely wild enough to give even a veteran climber that familiar tingle of vertigo we all love. Soon, we were at the start, where our guide Wiley gave us one last bit of information about our hike.
At points, it kind of the trail kind of goes away, and when that happens, there are going to be rungs for your hands and feet.
I'm sorry, what?
And you're going to be clipped in for those dangerous parts.
Okay, so you're wondering what that looks like?
It's gonna hold just fine. Have fun. It's crazy.
My feet are too big.
Holy shit.
Fuck, dude.
Does it look crazy?
It looks fucking insane. It is insane.
And if you think that looks crazy, listen to how it sounds.
Oh my god.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Reach around the left side of that rock there to find the next one.
The last time a man told me to reach around, it did not end well.
Okay, so I'm from New York, so a fifth floor walk-up is about as much climbing that I'm used to. This, to me, was insane.
Like when I first started taking people on it, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, we can't take people on this, you know?
This is suicide.
And you take people who aren't like climbers or, you know, people who don't even do that much hiking.
Right.
We take them up here and they do fine.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
And while I'm sure some people are right at home hanging on a metal rung 600 feet in the air, the experience definitely requires 2 pairs of underwear for others.
I mean, just looking at this makes me want to shit my pants.
Here. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's insane. You just hanging out?
In the end, all your sweat and panic pays off in spades. Thankful for the incredible photo ops you'll get. Finally being able to post something more interesting than your Eggs Benedict. Even if you did curse the whole way up the mountain.
Go to Telluride, they said. You'll have a great time, they said. Relax in the pool. Fuck that. No, I don't think this is a good idea. My mother was gonna kill me.
You good?
Oh my god. I'm laughing on the outside, but definitely crying on the inside. How is this legal?
Pretty wild though that like, I don't know. that you can do something like this like in America.
Yeah.
You know, and not have like cables everywhere. If you go to like Thailand, you know, and you're like, oh yeah, we did this crazy thing. You know.
I ziplined in the Philippines and really thought I was gonna die.
I don't want to fucking die! Ah!
Right. You know.
Through the fire and on the other side, there was really only one thing to say.
That's a hell of a ride.
Having dominated the Via Ferrata, it was time for our last adventure through the mountains. But first, another drink. Back in town at the Back Alley Barbecue, my spirit animal and personal physician, Telluride Tom, prescribed me an off-menu drink called the Mitch Morgan.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which is an ice-cold bourbon in a bacon grease-lined shot glass.
Just dump that in there real quick.
Topped with Back Alley's own house-cured bacon.
Oh my god, you can't grab the glass. It's like slippery.
The idea here is that it'll either kill you or calm you.
Feel the arteries just...
I mean, that's pretty good.
Which it did. Fully jacked on bacon grease, bourbon, and white-hot adrenaline, it was the perfect time to get behind the wheel of an automobile. Because nothing gets you closer to nature faster than an eraser at full throttle. Before I knew it, I was slicing through the backcountry through golden alleys of glory, wind whipping through my hair, having me only able to say,
There's a lot of ways to see Telluride, but I gotta say, this is the best. Definitely the fastest. I've never driven through something so beautiful so fast. Ah!
That's pretty rad, man.
Sweet.
Yeah.
sweet indeed. And taking a minute at the top of the trail in the shadow of Mount Wilson, which is known by college kids the world over as the mountain on the Coors beer can, I got to take in the splendor of Telluride one last time, reaffirming the old adage once again that
People go to Aspen to be seen, but they come here to hang out.
And with that, my friends, I slipped into the most Colorado place in all of Colorado, hopefully never to be seen again. Well, until next time.